Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie of She Shed Scrappers. So today I am back with a layout for the Cherry on Top Weekly Sketch Challenge using this sketch here. I am going to be using 3 different collections. This Photo Play Beach collection, and then 49 and Market collection, and then this one piece of paper from Heidi Swap. I believe it's Set Sail. I have them all in the same iris container because the colors are pretty interchangeable, which I am loving. So this layout came together so quickly, which is why I think the video is a little bit slowed down than normal. Again, when you have a sketch to follow, it just, helps things come together a lot more quickly, in my opinion. I am going to be using this mixed media paper for my base page. In the layout, they had kind of like brick maybe to the right of the photo. And I thought about doing some mixed media, but found this paper and decided to use this instead. I believe the sketch called for a 5x7 photo, but I only have one 4x6 photo. So I did trim the layout down a little bit. Normally what I end up doing is cutting, I believe it's 1/2 inch off on 2 of the sides, which equates to 1/4 inch on each side. But when I have a pattern paper, kind of like I have, where the mixed media is focused on kind of in the middle, I don't want that kind of offset, and so I ended up going through and trimming off just 1/4 inch on all 4 sides. So it all equals the same, but if you see me doing it different ways, that is why. It all depends on what is in kind of the middle of my paper. If it's just white, then it is easier just to cut the 2 sides than cut all 4. So again, I only have the one 4x6 photo, and I decided to use the inside piece of my border paper. Again, it's just a perfect color. I actually really like this paper. I didn't get much of the Set Sail. We don't do a lot of boating or sailing or anything, nor do we live really on the ocean, and I felt like that's kind of what that collection was for. But there were certain pieces that I accumulated somehow, whether it be from different kits probably or whatnot. And this paper just worked so well with these other collections I have. So there was kind of a paper that was kind of offset from the photo in the sketch. So I did kind of that seashell paper. That is the Photo Play collection. And then I'm going through the 49 to Market. I think it's Spectrum Noir is the collection. And I'm seeing kind of what I can use from this to layer behind my photo. They had like greenery or leaves going up the left-hand side of the page. So I'm kind of keeping that in mind, seeing what I can play with that is not greenery, I guess. So I did find a couple of layering pieces that I really liked, and it might be time that I either dig into these collections more, or maybe separate these pieces here. The 49 and Market ephemera would just work with really anything. So it might be time I bring that out to use those up, because I also have these pieces here. These are like chipboard maybe, and they kind of, you pop them out, and yeah, I don't get a lot of 49 and Market, but I did really like this specific collection. And I believe they kind of had it color blocked, so to speak. So the ephemera that I was using was all blues and greens, and that's why I bought it, was for my boys. And then this, obviously, to the left has all of the different colors for the collection. I did decide to add kind of that lacy doily border strip up the side instead of kind of the greenery. or the leaves. I did pick pink. I was kind of trying to keep it maybe monotone-ish, I guess. But then with the pink on the right-hand side of the layout, I did want to try to incorporate that on, the left-hand side. Otherwise, I really use pretty basic colors, that kind of teal and aqua. That's kind of what I use for my embellishments. So with this sticker sheet here, I have a couple of them, and I'm trying to see what this collection is called, and I can't tell from the video. It's too small, I think. But I have 2 of the sticker sheets and I think some of the ephemera. I believe I just bring in some of the stickers from this collection and pair that with some of the ephemera from the 49 Market. So the sketch had the title on the bottom right, so I decided to kind of stick with that. And again, it had kind of the brick to the right hand side, so I decided to kind of just play with that and kind of embellish maybe underneath my title just to bring that up a little bit, just to kind of correlate with the sketch. I did find some seagulls, and so I decided to add them to the top right of the layout, just again to use them up. I couldn't tell you the last time I touched these collections, so it's kind of my mindset right now. If I go use something that I haven't touched in a while, don't hoard it anymore. Use it. I've used the Simple Stories Happy Trails collection a few times lately and have just piled on the ephemera. I'm done with hoarding things I've had for a very long time. Probably because I keep wanting more and more. So, I want to get through kind of what I've had for a while. So the picture that I have is in Florida, hence all the seashells and whatnot. I think it was called Monkey Island. We were at a restaurant, and then that island was in the middle, and there were a bunch of monkeys on there. So we just got a family photo with that in the background. Not the best quality photo, but it's a memory. So I decided to document. So the kite doesn't really have anything to do with this layout, but it worked for that top left, brought more color on the top and to the left of the page, but really just kept with kind of the crabs and seashells. I did find this other phrase piece here, so I am going to tuck that under my Big Smiles title, but really this one came together really quickly. I am so happy that I got to use up things from my stash. Again, I have 2 of these sticker sheets and possibly 2 of the ephemera that I didn't even touch for this layout. Lucky for me, I will be going to Florida this summer. Not sure I'll make it to the beach down there, but we go to the beach here in Michigan. We just don't have seashells. So I am very much a themed scrapbooker, I guess. I don't know what to say, but I'm not going to add seashells to my layouts from my lake beach days, if that makes sense. It just is how I am. To me, they're so different. The ocean and the lakes are just so different that, yeah, I keep them that way in my scrapbooking as well. I will see what I can link down below. Again, these are kind of older collections, but I hope you guys enjoyed this layout, and definitely follow along with the Cherry on Top Sketch Challenge for free cherry points. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.